today for the WellChild Awards, and let me tell you, it's been so funny. But first of all, let me say that your boy stepped out looking fresher than the preacher on Sunday morning. Fresh! This man hit the scene with a suit so sharp you could cut glass with it. The glow up is real. Honestly, I love that for him. The glow up is so real. Oh my god. He has literally a 180 with his fashion. Just look at him looking so good. I am so happy for him. Anyway, and you know the squad are not going to let him be. They are now doing fashion finds for Prince Harry as well. The Sussex Squad Fashion Bureau. They did a deep dive and they found the tie that Harry was wearing. Apparently, it's a sustainable brand, so obviously Meghan is also doing the fashion finds for her man. Anyway, Harry hit that event looking very good, and as always, the UK media lost their damn minds. But let's break it down, shall we? Let's break it down frame by frame. But before we do that, welcome to Isabella Bank's YouTube channel. I'm Wheezy, and I am so happy to be here this evening, or whatever time I am reaching you at right now. So, as you know, he walked into the WellChild Awards. When he walked into the WellChild Award, the UK media started foaming at the mouth like they just saw Bigfoot. You got ITV, Good Morning Britain, all of them British outlets covering every step he took. And let me remind you, these are the same people who swore up and down that they wouldn't report on Harry and Meghan once they left the UK. Once they stepped down from their roles as senior working members of the royal family. But anytime they're doing anything, they jump on it like white on rice. So here we are on the 30th of September 2024, 6 years later. These reporters are still on that man's tail. It's like he's the one who is the heir to the throne. It's like he's the one that is the heir to the throne. So, Chris Ship, for instance, he has a whole article. Look at this. Prince Harry returns to the UK, but there's no indication he's here to mend fences. Like a whole journalist. You take away the meat of what you're supposed to be talking about, and you replace it with a sensationalist headline. I mean, bruh, it sounds mad. When he was going to journalist school, whatever it is called, I'm sure that's not what he's doing now, is not what he had in mind. Honestly, I'm sure what he is doing now is not what he had in mind at all. And let's pause for a second, shall we? While the media continues to act out, Harry is just doing what he does best, showing up for the people. He took time to meet with each of the award winners. Like he sat down with Anya, the lady in this photograph. This I'm just going to go through a few of the stories so that you know why this is so important. And when you hear what I have to say, you will understand the reason why Harry takes the time to fly all the way. How many thousand miles away to the UK to attend this event? Apart from him being committed to the cause, when you hear the stories behind the people, you can understand the reason why he takes it upon himself not to let them down. Anya is an incredible girl who takes care of her older brother Edward while also being a rock for her mom. Now, you know, Harry would have had all the tea on all of these people before he walked through the door. He looked like a man who had done his homework. He was obviously very comfortable in their midst while he was attending this event. And I'll talk to you about another one of them. There's this guy, his name is Jude. He he almost did something like a fashion show when he came on the stage. His friends call him Jude the Dude. This kid has been through major surgeries and is out here advocating for organ donation like a boss. And he's a massive football fan. So you know Harry was probably throwing some dad jokes in there. And last but not the least, not that she was the last person in the event, but I just selected a few of them just to share some of the stories behind these people so you can see the reason for Harry's commitment to this particular charity. So, this one, I'm going to hit you with one more. Angie, she won the Parent Care Award for fighting to keep healthcare services linked between where she lives and the mainland because they're kind of surrounded by water and it kind of makes healthcare in their area a bit difficult. So she's out here campaigning in memory of her daughter who passed away. This woman is just making sure that her daughter's legacy keeps bringing positive change. And that's what real activism looks like. So, are you surprised that Harry would want to honor such a person who is doing such noble work? Not surprising at all. Before we dive deeper into this discussion, let me pause for a moment. If you're new here and you're loving the way we break down the stories, hit that subscribe button. Seriously, do it now. And for my loyal day ones, you know the drill. Like, share, and drop a comment, okay? As usual, you can see the difference in the reporting between the mainstream media and the grassroots media. Like this one, for instance, this media eye is a new one. I haven't seen this one before, but look at the way they reported on the event. So factual, so summarized. There was no room for any interpretation to the negative at all. Just look at it. It says the Duke of Sussex, Emma Willis, Gabby Roslin, Kate Garraway, Myling Class, KSI, Pixie Lott, Sam Quek, Robert Rinder, O.T. Mabuse, Tom Dean, and Helen Glover attended the WellChild Awards in London tonight. There was no, it's just simple and short, no snark, just factual reporting. And the Sussexes are happy with that. They would be happy if that is all anyone ever said about them. They went somewhere and they did this. That's all. They don't want anything more, they don't want anything less. Just report the facts. That's it. It would be great if everyone was doing that alone. But you have people like People magazine who seem to have fully adopted the British tabloid style of reporting. My American people, what are we going to do about People magazine? What are we doing about People magazine? What can we do about them? Because I'm working behind the scenes on putting the work together for the strategies that I'm coming up with to tackle the media harassment against the Sussexes. What can we? I need your suggestions, okay? I need your suggestions in the chat. I need your suggestions in the chat. What can we do about these American magazines, even the ones that are tabloids, which you say people don't pay attention to? When it's one person, I think in my mind, this is the way I think about it. When it's just one person, it's not a big deal. Two people, not so much because America is huge, right? You've got how many states in America? How many states have you got in America? I know you've got a lot of states in America. It's not like the UK that just has like 5 islands connected together. So America is huge. So one magazine, two magazines, three magazines, 10 magazines might not even make a difference. But when it becomes 20 and 30 and 40, it begins to trickle into mainstream. So rather than waiting for it to trickle into mainstream, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Come up with suggestions. I see Annie Bullet say, I'm American and I don't buy them. Good for you. Good for you. But a lot of people like gossip. A lot of people believe this stuff and they're not in our echo chamber to know what's actual facts and what's not. So, what can we do? I'm looking for suggestions. What can we do? What can we do? If you have any suggestions that we can take up and apply, let's do that. Adi Bullet, good to see you today. Good to see everyone. Hello, Elaine Parker. Hello, Sharon. Hi, Queen E. I saw your message. Thank you very much. I will definitely be looking at that song once I am done with this live stream. Thank you very much for that. Anyway, so what I was saying is that People magazine, they seem to have completely switched. And the British media are slowly infiltrating. I mean, as someone said when I was doing a live stream the other day, they corrected me and said the British media have always been there in America, but there seems to be a an agenda now to take over the most of the newsrooms in America. So what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Any suggestions? Apart from I don't buy them, are there any suggestions? Are there any suggestions? Because obviously they wouldn't be starting their businesses if nobody bought them. Let me leave you to think about it and I'll come back to that question later on in this live stream. Okay? All right. So um it's like People magazine have a new assignment, and the new assignment is to join the British media to keep the feud, the British royal family's feud alive. Even when there is nothing to talk about, they somehow drum it up and try to amplify it. I think what they try to do is to use the feud to overshadow whatever it is that Harry is doing to discredit him, because a lot of these things that Harry is doing could result in positive PR for him. So they want to make sure that he doesn't get that positive PR at all. Anyway, so the fact that the British media continues to highlight the feud is annoying when there's so many more important things to be discussing. But can we say that it is surprising? No, not really. Remember, we've got the court cases coming up in January. So the countdown is on. And I'm sure that behind the scenes, they must have been trying to negotiate to get Prince Harry to drop the lawsuit, but he's not dropping it. They try to make sure that they've tried to make sure that they destabilize his deals with Netflix, discredit him at so that he doesn't have any um, resources, or at least new resources, so that they run out of funds. But that's not working so far as they can see. So the pressure continues to go on. But would you know one thing I've got to say? Harry's ability to rise above the media harassment and go on with his day is a testament of the mental resilience he has developed over the years. If it were me, I can just imagine that I will be curled up in a ball in my house and I will probably never step out ever. But look at the stunts they tried to pull when he was in New York, and then look at the ones they tried to do here as well. With that story, they've tried to make sure that they keep the Meghan bullying story alive. Because even though it's been debunked by Meghan staffers. Then what? I think it's the Daily Beast. One of them, anyway, has written a follow-up story to say, well, even though the American staffers are saying that even though the American staffers are saying that Meghan is a great boss, but the people at the Daily Beast picked up the phone to the British staffers, and the information they got is vastly different from what the American staffers are saying. Sort of like a recollection shall vary kind of line that they're trying to put out. They even came out and said that the florists who provided the flowers on Harry and Meghan's wedding day is part of the people who are now complaining against Meghan, who are making these bullying claims. Yet I think they forgot or they didn't do their homework, because an article exists with an interview given by the florist where she confirms that she had a great time and she was completely honored to be selected to be the florist of the day on Harry and Meghan's wedding day. But that's not the point. The headline has already gone out, and then the rebuttal, which is being done on social media, doesn't have the same impact. Anyway, uh before I go off on a tangent, just being annoyed about all of this. Mhm. It wasn't all bad press. Um did you guys hear about this moment in the awards? This was when an adorable little girl called Scarlett, she gave Harry glass hearts as a gift for him, for Meghan and Archie and Lily, because she heard that he wasn't going to be getting an award himself. So she gave him the gifts as as compensation for not getting an award but giving everybody else an award. Children, they're so sweet and innocent. Well, Harry always knows how to put people at ease. So he probably, her mom, she probably collaborated with her mom to put this present together for him. And if you watch his movements while he was at the event, he was so relaxed, turning on the charm like he was born to do it. Oop, actually, he was born to do it. So what am I saying? Hmm, gosh. Even the Daily Mail, I must say, and I have to give them their props today. They normally write like they have got a continuous beef that is never going to end with Harry and Meghan. They had to switch it up today. Maybe they said for today and today only, we're going to write positively about Harry and Meghan. Or rather, Harry. Prince Harry meets with ill children at WellChild Awards. In the body of the article, they still managed to throw in some royal family nonsense. But for once, they couldn't make any snarky comments. They were even stuck with giving him his props. Look at the tagline of this article, Prince of Hearts. They have never referred to William as Prince of Hearts. Never. Never referred to William as Prince of Hearts. Who would do such a thing? Anyway, let me tell you though, when the Daily Mail decides that they're going to start writing on Harry, it is non-stop for the whole day, and they remain fixated like a bulldog with red meat. In this other article, there were like 7 articles within the space of 30 minutes on Daily Mail's website, by the way. Prince Harry chats with Beverly Knight and Oti Mabuse in the VIP room after meeting ill children at WellChild Awards as Duke makes rare visit to the UK without Meghan. That seems to be their new tagline. Without Meghan, while King is in Scotland. Anyway, if you look below, it says stars shine for Harry, which they did actually. They had about 15 celebrities at the event, and they were relatively A-list celebrities, I would say, which is good. It's a great turnout, and it's for a great cause. These are children with illnesses, and it's not just like regular illnesses. These are children with very complex illnesses. So I'm sure that it's one that no matter how or what they think, they won't have a problem appearing at this event. In any case, in true Prince Harry fashion, this is the part that made me laugh. In true Prince Harry fashion, when it was all said and done, he dipped out with his hanger. I'm sure he's already on his way to Lesotho or back to America. I don't know which one. I even saw a clip from Chris Ship admitting that he saw Harry leaving the event through the back, trying to stay low key. Trust Harry though. Come in, sprinkle some stardust over the event, take up his hanger and bounce. But hey, I'm just glad for Harry that the event went beautifully, and Harry once again proved that he's not just a royal in quotation marks. He's a human being with a heart. He's committed, he's dedicated. Once he says he's going to do something, he does it fully. And he is very good at showing up for those who need it the very most. So, love that for him. Love that for him. So, although it's not Tuesday and therefore doesn't fit into our usual Activism Tuesday program, but I just wondered, for those on social media, can we support the WellChild social media accounts today? As you know, because Prince Harry was out there, the Rangers have been leaving negative comments on their social medias. I think I've got the Twitter account at the top of the chat. It's pinned there. If you're on Twitter, just go to the top of the chat. You'll find one of the tweets from Twitter on there. Just go there and leave a positive comment or leave an emoji. For those on Instagram, uh, I will just get you the Instagram, the WellChild Instagram handle. Just go there if you and leave uh, a comment underneath the post. Can we do that? Can we do that? Do you mind doing that today? Let me leave the link to the Instagram page. Let me leave the link to the Instagram page. Let me see. Let me see. Mm, Harry and Meghan have inner strength out of this world. Only the creator can give you such strength. Honestly, Yalibi, honestly, I cannot fathom it. I was actually thinking about it because there was someone who I think she really just got fed up, and she was like, I need to see Meghan out and about and minding her business, just ignoring all of this. And while I wasn't the person who wrote it, instantly, just instantly, it was like her words just threw me into Meghan's shoes. And I was like, no, Meghan is not out because, she's being very careful to protect her peace. She's being very though a lot of people dogpiled on this person. They were like, no, don't say Meghan should come out. Don't say you want to see the kids. Don't say you want to do that. Don't say you want to do this. But I was like, dogpiling on someone, even though it's social media and we can be keyboard warriors behind the scenes, but when it's one of our own, how about we show a little bit of care, because everyone loves Harry and Meghan and loves them differently. And everyone, like some people, don't mind if they never see Harry and Meghan. They just need to know that they're okay. But some people, they need to see them once in a while. There's some people who need to see Meghan. There's some people who need to see Harry. There's some people who need to see them together. Do you know what I mean? So don't just jump on people because they've expressed that they miss them and they would like to see them. It's, if it weren't for the media, normally that kind of comment wouldn't, it would be harmless. Just take your time and patiently leave your own comment. After all, it's one of our own. So why are you jumping on this person? But they were like, no, don't say you want to see Megan. I said, well, see, this is the reason why people get fed up and frustrated and even get depressed sometimes, because this woman has just made a harmless comment. She hasn't demanded, she hasn't made a law, she hasn't snarked, that's made any backhanded compliment. She has just simply said, oh, it would have been nice to see Megan being able to go about her business. But my point in all of this was that I just suddenly realized that actually, as much as we want to think that Harry and Meghan are able to go about their business unaffected by all of this that is going on, it takes a lot of effort for them to overlook the negative reporting and that they are under constantly, day in, day out, hundreds of times a day. Even if they want to ignore it, sometimes I'm sure they would have people who um, have access to the media, and they, maybe somebody might accidentally bring it up and say, do you know they are just saying so and so about you and so, which just brings all those frustrating feelings up. So I can just imagine, and I said to her that if you can imagine how people responded to your comment on this post, how you feel about it. Now imagine if this was you making a harmless comment and it's reported around the globe in all the newspapers, on all the TV programs, and all the chat shows, and on social media to boot, how you would feel. Even though you're alone in your house, you kind of feel like everybody is talking about you, even though it's not everyone in the world talking about you, and how you would feel with that. So you would want to draw as little attention to yourself as possible. And she just went quiet. But it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right. So if you can, please, can you go to the WellChild Instagram account on Instagram and on Twitter? Even while you're on here, just do it now so you don't forget. Do it now. Do it, do it now. So you don't forget. Okay. Um, mm, Oh, Annie Bullet says, I don't do social media, but you write them a check. Well done, you. Well done, you. All right, let me have a look at the comments. Hey, comments, please, beauty. Long time no see. I hope you're okay. Long time no hear. I hope you're good. Harry's hanger probably has more air miles points than we Willie Leaks beard. Zandil says, I'm sure if Megan can sue just one person, this can stop. This is what they're begging for, though. They want a lawsuit. They're trying to push it as far as possible. And I'm sure that Megan is tired and she wants to be able to get on with her life and she wants to be able to get on with her businesses, take care of her kids, and not be stuck in lawsuit after lawsuit. I can completely understand what you're talking about, though, but being in a lawsuit is exhausting, though. It's just very exhausting. And I don't know if, and these people want the lawsuit so that they can report on it and so that they can extract information from Meghan if possible. And she's got her lovely husband, she's got her kids, she's got her mom. I'm sure when she looks and she balances it out, it's almost like, oh, is it worth it? Is it worth taking them to court just because you want? The only thing that can solve this problem is an international court ruling. This is why I am pushing to file that petition at the UN. This is why I'm trying to do that. Because that's the only thing that can solve the problem. I am uh, I am working behind the scenes to achieve that, and I will be giving an update soon on progress that I have made for those people who are channel members. I know it's gone a bit quiet, but that's because you kind of have to plod along going through all the various processes. But I will give you an update very soon, as soon as I hit the next milestone. All right. Lottie says Harry went back to Montecito to spend time with his wife before leaving for Africa. Oh, well, whichever the case may be, he's no longer here in the UK. All the better for him. Uh, let's see. Dolores seems Rupert Murdoch's son is now running things there in court in the UK. Check this out. Okay, that's good. That's really good to know. That's really good to know. If you have not already liked this video, please go ahead to like, subscribe, contribute, get a membership if you can. Thank you, Lorna. Thank you so much. There are over 200 people in the chat. Please like, hit the like button, subscribe, contribute. Get a membership if you can, please. Thank you so much. British media want Meghan to sue. Yes, it would open up new information from Meghan and they would try to use it against them. Yes, absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Meghan isn't going to sue, not right now anyway. That's what they want. There is gold for Harry and Meghan to not being financially able to take. Their goal is for Harry and Meghan not to be able to take care of themselves. Absolutely. Can't be easy to be attacked in the media and on social media every time you turn around. Like, even if they sneeze, they will attack them for sneezing. Why did they sneeze? Oh my God. This is equal to Third World War III. So why did she sneeze this way? Why did she scrunch up her face when she sneezed? Oh my God. Mm. Hi, Sussex love. Hi, how are you? You say, hello fam, sorry I'm late. I hear you, but Wheezy, I'm thinking, is right. I think they probably just used the lawsuit to use the discovery to gain access to Meghan. Must be the most difficult thing, but I'm sure she's getting a lot of support. It's not as easy as people would like us to believe that it is. Like, all of this is happening and Meghan is unaffected by it. I think that it would be difficult for anybody, and Meghan is just human. She's just a human being. I think maybe the thing to say is let's pray for her at this moment that she'll be able to withstand the challenge. The fact that we don't see her often is a clear indication that it's not easy. Anyone who says it's easy should have the same amount of scrutiny on them and see how they feel about it. See how they feel about it. So regarding Prince Harry being at the WellChild Awards, thank you for those people. I saw that a lot of people left and they came back. Thank you to all those people who went to the WellChild Twitter handle and Instagram handle to give them some support. I'm sure you saw some negative comments while you were there. I think we kind of have to, on purpose, just support them where we can. After all, it's free 99. Anyway, with regard to this, that's all I've got today. I will just have a look at the comments before in the chat before I leave. Joanne Baker says Rupert's other three children are contesting him, wanting to allow the older son to have the major shares, as currently all four children have equal footing in the business. I heard that rumor. I heard that rumor. Roslyn, Meghan and Harry has a therapist that helps them to deal with all of this. Yeah, I'm sure that they do. I'm sure that they do. But I'm sure you also can't deny that even with that, it's still not easy. Even with that, it's not easy at all. I mean, we're talking about the whole of the UK press, Australia, and some from other countries, like minor ones that we don't know about. And there's no way you can say that that doesn't infect some of the relationships that they could have if it weren't for these articles that keep going, flowing in. People magazine is being paid in alliance with British tabloids. Don't engage with people online or in print. Ignore them. Cancel your subscription if you have one. Most importantly, stop talking about. Yeah, that's not something I can do. I can cancel my subscription. I never had one anyway. But talking about what they're doing, that's not my MO. I need to know what they're doing so that how to, um, I know how the battle is going. This is what I discuss on a regular basis. So you kind of have an indication on how things are going when you look at the articles and the headlines. So that's all I got for today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the channel membership if you care. Special shout outs to my moderator, Lorna. You're the real MVP. Thank you so much for being here. This is Wheezy signing out. Stay blessed, stay informed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much.